Blessed day, everyone. So once again, I am your beautiful She or best friend for life, Sheila. And our new topic for today is about percentage. So after this topic, you will be able to find the percentage or rate or percent in a given problem. So before we proceed, take note that there are three important terms or elements to define when finding a percentage. First is the rate. Rate is the number compared to 100. It is usually has either a percent sign or word percent with it. The next is percentage. It is a number or amount that represents a part of a whole. Then base is the number or amount that represents a whole or the entire amount. So, as you can see, the relationship of these three elements can be shown in the following formula. So, these are the following formula in finding percentage, rate, and base. In finding percentage, you will just multiply base and rate, while in finding rate, you will divide percentage from base. If you want to find base, you will just divide percentage and rate. In finding the percentage, always remember that percentage is the number or amount that represents a part of a whole. So, to find percent of a number, change the percent to a fraction or a decimal. I will show you in an illustrative example. So, our problem is find 65% of 80. So, the given is rate is 65% because it is represented by percent sign, then base 80. Then we are asked to find the percentage. So the solution is solve the percentage using the formula of finding percentage, which is P is equals to B times R, or percentage is equals to base times rate. Okay, so we will put here 80 as our base times 65% as our rate. Then we will change 65% to decimal. Okay, 65% divided by 100 is 0.65. Then we will multiply 80 by 0.65. The answer is 52. So, 65% of 80 is 52. Okay, so another example. Our problem is there are 480 pupils in a school. If 15% of them are Boy Scouts, how many Boy Scouts does the school have? So 15% represents the rate and 480 represents the entire pupils or our base. So we will find the percentage. We can solve this by using the formula percentage is equals to base times rate, or P is equals to B times R. So our base here is 480 and our rate here is 15%. So we will just multiply 480 by 15%. But before that, we will change 15% into decimal form. So 15% divided by 100 is equals to 0.15. Then we will multiply 480 by 0.15. Our answer is 72. So there are 72 Boy Scouts in the school. Okay, so let's go in finding rate. In finding the rate, let's always remember that rate is the number compared to 100. It is usually has neither a percent sign or word percent with it. So I will show you in an illustrative example. So our problem is 36 is what percent of 60. We can solve the problem in three ways. But don't forget, our formula is rate is equals to percentage divided by base. Okay, so remember that n% is the rate and 60% is our base and 36 is our percentage. First is using fraction. Okay, let's write n% as fraction. N over 100 multiplied by 60 is equals to 36. Therefore, if we will multiply n by 60, we will get 60n. And if we will multiply 36 by 100, we will get 3,600. And we will divide this by 60. Therefore, 60 divided by 60, we get n. And 36 divided by 60, we will get 60. Therefore, n here is equals to 60. Okay, next is using a proportion. Okay, so what we will do is we will write it as fraction. N over 100 is equals to 36 over 60. Okay, then write it as a ratio. N is to 100 is equals to 36 is to 60. Therefore, we will multiply the extremes and the means. Okay, if we will multiply the means, okay, so 100 multiplied by 36 is 36, while n multiplied by 60 is 60n. Then again, we will divide this by 60. 60n divided by 60, we will get n. And 36 divided by 60, our answer is 60. So n is equals to 60. And the last one is using the formula. So the formula of finding rate is percentage over base. We will just divide 36 by 60 and our answer is 0.60. To transpose it to percent, we will just multiply 0.60 by 100, so we will get 60%. So our answer is 36 is 60% of 60. Another illustrative example, our problem is there are 2,480 fruits in a fruit stand, of which 868 are mangoes. How many percent are mangoes? So the given is base 2,480 and percentage is 868, and we will find the rate. Okay, our solution is we will do it in three ways using fraction. So n over 100 multiplied by 2,480, we will get 868. Okay, so we will divide 2,480 by 100 is equals to 868. Okay, then multiply both sides by 100. Okay, so we will get 2,480n, and on the right side we will get 8,680. Then we will divide both sides by 2,480, so we will get n is to 35, because 8,680 divided by 2,480 is 35. So our answer here is n is equals to 35. In using a proportion, again, we will change the following base and percentage into fraction. So n over 100 is equals to 868 over 240. Then we will write it in ratio. N is to 100 is equals to 868 is to 2,480. Then we will multiply the means, which is 100 multiplied by 868. Therefore, we will have our answer 86,800. When we will multiply the extremes, n by 2,480, we will get 2,480n. Then we will divide it by 2,480. So 2,480n divided by 2,480, we will get n. While in dividing 86,800 by 2,480, we will get 35. So our answer here is again n is equals to 35. So the last way is using the formula rate is equals to percentage over base. So we will just divide 868 by 2,480. We will get 0.35. Then we will change this decimal to percent by multiplying by 100. So our answer is 35%. 35% of the fruits are mangoes. Now let's go to in finding base. But remember again, base is the number or amount that represents the whole or the entire amount. So, let's have an illustrative example. The problem is, Cesar has 72 foreign stamps in his collection. If this is 16% of his collection, how many stamps is his total collection? So, the solution is our formula is base is equals to percentage over rate. Okay, so our rate here is 16%. So we will find the base. And our percentage is 72. So we also has three ways. First is use the ratio and proportion. So what we will do is 16. 16% will be in fraction is 16 over 100 is equals to 72 over n. Okay, so we will cross product. 16 multiplied by n, and 100 multiplied by 72. So, 16 multiplied by n is 16n, then 100 multiplied by 72 is 7,200. Then, we will divide both sides by 16. Therefore, 72 divided by 16 is 450. 16n divided by 16 is n. Therefore, n here is 450. Okay, the next way is use proportion. So, 16 over 100 is equals to 72 over n. Okay, then write the equation. So, cross product again. 16 multiplied by n is 16n. Then 100 multiplied by 72 is 7,200. Then divide both by 16. So, 16n divided by 16 is n. Then 72 divided by 16 is 450. Okay, and the last way is use the formula base is equals to percentage over rate. So, our percentage is 72 divided by 16%. But first, change the percent to decimal. 16% by 100 and we will get 0.16. So, our percentage is 72 divided by 0.16 as a rate. Then we will get answer based as 450. Therefore, our answer is Cesar has a total of 450 stamps in his collection. Always remember the three important terms or elements to define when finding a percentage, which are rate, percentage, and base. So when we say rate, this is the number compared to 100. It is usually has either a percent sign or word percent with it. And percentage is the number or amount that represents a part of a whole, while base is the number or amount that represents a whole or the entire amount. Okay, so in finding percentage, rate, and base, we have formula. So in finding percentage, we will just multiply the base and rate. And in finding rate, we will just divide percentage by base. And in finding base, we will just divide percentage and rate. Therefore, I would like to congratulate you. I know you know now how to find the percentage or rate or percent in a given problem. Okay, before we end, I would like to share a quotation that says, "The degree of concentration you give to your dream will determine your success percentage." From this quotation, I would like to say bye-bye, thank you, and happy learning. See you in my next videos.